We wish to bring you, at every moment, our help, our support in this transition that your planet is experiencing and that you are each living, each currently. In past messages, we of the universe has adjusted our information to complement your new being, and your former self are no longer required dance. We are eliminating some of the pieces we inserted to reassure your former being that you are not odd or losing your mind. Here in the non-physical realms, we are loudly applauding you all as you so beautifully prepare to bring the collective human awakening to its most glorious conclusion. This is the main purpose of each of your current individual human incarnations. And remember, you are never alone. When you incarnate, you each have your own support team in the non-physical realms watching over you and giving you gentle nudges whenever necessary, you each made clear to us. Before you were born into your present bodies. It is true that this transition is really delicate for many of you. Many of you do not understand what is going on. Why so much violence awakens around you. We have often told you about it. This transition creates cellular disturbances in many of you because it is often difficult to leave the old one to move on to a new way of life totally different from what you live and have lived. The massive shifts of the past week changed your approach to Earth life. Even though you experienced many lives in other locations, you are of the Earth now. Your focus shifted the past few days from spiritual out there somewhere interactions to your earthly life. While you were of 3D and throughout your now completed transition, you needed reassurance that you were not alone, that your family and various ethers, if you will, supported and cared for you. Even though your families of the ethers continue to care for you, you have left that universal security nest to create new security while of the earth in this lifetime. No longer will you need to travel to other universal locations for pep talks or love, because you are now creating that while of the earth. That you might well need a nudge from time to time to assist you to remain on your chosen paths. And we completely honor those instructions, and we are always with you to answer immediately if you call on us for guidance. Not one of you is here alone, by chance, and without the constant availability of our loving assistance. You each made a totally free choice to be incarnate at this moment in the awakening process, fully understanding how difficult it would be. You are all doing magnificently, and we want you to be aware of this so that you can release any doubts you may have about how wonderfully helpful, effective, and essential your presence on Earth is at this moment of the awakening process. However, this transition is necessary, very necessary, as we have often signaled to you. Of course, a large number of humans would like it not to exist in order to remain locked in the tranquility of the habit of life that you had. We can speak to the past in your language because, from now on, this transition, which is effective, will lead you towards a total change of life. Your life will no longer be the same, and it is no longer the same. We will explain. First of all, there is a story of time. You live with linear time, a time made of minutes, hours, days, etc. And what have you been noticing for some time? You notice that the days pass very quickly, as if time said to you, be careful. You are going to another way of life. You are heading for non-time. You are strong enough to create a new life without the expertise or hand holding once required as you transition from 3D to the strong, capable, loving being you have become. Most likely, you cannot yet sense what we are speaking of, for you seem much as you did yesterday or last week. Yet you do not feel at all as you did last month, slowly in your mind and rapidly in ours. You have shifted from requiring universal assistance to becoming part of that universal assistance. Perhaps some of you feel the universes have deserted you. You no longer require our hand-holding or reassurances that you are moving in the correct direction, for you have arrived. Our future messages will be about your strengthening capabilities instead of how you can cope with loss, fear, and anger. It is over. Your old life is gone. As you each engage ever more fully with the awakening process your own and that of the collective, be aware that distractions of a worldly nature are quite normal. You not only have your own egos attempting to distract you, but also the collective one which is resisting the call to awaken. Do not let that concern you. All is divinely taken care of, and your irreversible collective choice to awaken is leading you forward most beautifully. Your egos, individual and collective, are but split-off parts of your minds, the parts you use as your human identity. And their purpose is to assist you during your daily lives in form as an aspect of your autonomic nervous systems, which keep your bodies operating normally without any need for you to pay them undue attention. However, because your bodies are delicate and can easily be damaged, your egos have developed individual warning systems for each of you, so that they can easily attract your attention if any untoward threat to your body should arise. And because they love and greatly desire your attention, they spend a lot of time looking for new ways to capture it. But what is non-time? This is quite simply what we live ourselves on our planets of light. That is to say that we have no past and future. We have the present moment when we see what you call the past and the future. All of life is concentrated at a point containing all of this. The speed at which your days pass shows you that, little by little, the linear time that you live will fall apart to become what we live. Of course, this is not for your earthly time tomorrow, but it is preparing at high speed. There is a second point that will show you that your life will not be the same. It is the fact that at all times, even if you don't fully realize it, you're going to have more and more precise thoughts on the universe, on the galactic brothers that we are. You are going to ask yourself more and more questions about life beyond Earth on other planets. It cannot be otherwise because your cells, your cellular memories are reactivated by the energies of peace and love which are offered to Earth from the celestial spheres. The cleaning of human cell memories will allow the erasure of everything that had been instilled in you by society, by religions, and that was not truth. You have been so manipulated for generations and generations that you all believed that life was what you live or have lived. You are busily creating a new life with new strengths and capabilities. Perhaps you are horrified that we are deserting you. You have become part of the universal team instead of requiring help from your universal team. In a 3D sense, you left your home of origin to create a new home with complete control of your life and interests. Some of you will bemoan or fear that independence. Such is to be expected until you realize your skill set is much deeper than you believe. You can manifest, love, and direct your life without our assistance. In the future, you will be an important part of the universes. What you achieved on the Earth in this life will be emulated repeatedly as other universal beings transition their locations in ways that best suit their beings. Earth shifted from fear to love. Other locations wish to change in different ways. Your shifting expertise in a short amount of time will be emulated repeatedly with your assistance. They are really rather like small children attempting to attract their busy parents' attention. And like small children, they will mature. They will be reintegrated into the wholeness of your true nature. Therefore, do not blame or condemn them. Realize that they are always doing their best, and treat them gently with love and affection, while not allowing them to bully you into being parents who can always be cajoled into satisfying their every need without discernment. It is good for them to have quiet time without your constant attention, while knowing that should real needs arise, you will be there for them. When you awaken, as soon you will, the experience of love flooding into your hearts will delight and inspire you. You all know that love is your nature, but most of you do not regularly experience the sense or feeling of that divine truth in your daily lives, and often even find it hard to believe that love is your nature. As you observe the constant flow of unloving behaviors occurring that are causing pain and suffering to so many on a daily basis. Now, true life, as we have often told you, is spiritual, only spiritual. We do not say religious because religious such as Catholicism, Christianity, etc. deceived you about true life and the important beings that you are, since you are divine sparks without exception. So, to finish this message, we tell you that this transition is very necessary in order to purify who you are, in order to upgrade the understanding of true life in each of you, and in order to bring you back on the path of the Supreme Father who is in you. Totally in you and in everything that lives around you. You are the Supreme Divinity. This is what this transition that you are experiencing is reminding you of. Be happy with that. Thank you for participating through your heart, your love in this magnificent change in all of you. You will seldom require our assistance. And therefore, when you do, that assistance will be provided as a friendly suggestion instead of parental oversight. You have left the nest only to return as a capable universal adult if or when you feel like doing so. Your life is now your own. No longer do you need to be concerned about what the universes expect, or providing energy throughout the earth. You are new, strong, and capable, and so it is the earth. Allow yourself to believe and know that with every fiber of your being. And then allow yourself to live the personal life you prepared for eons. You had 3 streams of expansion throughout the eons. One was to help shift the earth from fear to love, which you completed. The second was to become a beacon of change for those now of the earth, which you have been for years. And last, and now most important, for you to experience the life you longed for throughout your shifts and traumas. Your personal rewards have come to fruition. You will finally reap the loving benefits of your eons of sacrifice and fear. Enjoy the life you have been creating for yourself for eons. A life of joy, peace, and fun while of earth in this lifetime. However, actually being aware of this, as you are, effectively intensifies your intent to be only loving whatever may arise in your daily lives, because appreciating as you do that your intentions are extremely powerful, you continue to make a point of resetting that loving intent at the start of your day. Doing so is a major duty of your present human life purpose. Yes, your presence on earth now is essential, and you know that. That is why you are presently incarnate. And whatever personal issues you may find yourselves dealing with that may be causing you anxiety, pain, or suffering generally, are also reflections of what much of the unawakening and presently unaware ones are also dealing with. By dealing lovingly with those issues of your own, you greatly assist the collective to do the same. Remember, all are one. Separation is unreal. Therefore, by just being it, you and the collective are doing indispensable work to bring the awakening to its most magnificent fruition. Just being is both essential and extremely effective, so please do not doubt the efficacy and potency of your earthly presence in human form at this moment. You are needed, you are loved, and you are honored for choosing to undertake this divine and demanding task. So focus daily on your deep inner knowing. Your knowing that you are essential participators in the collective awakening process. And ask us, your support teams, to assist you in every moment to deal lovingly with all with whom you interact. No matter how much your egos might be suggesting to you that judgmental responses would be both appropriate and more impressive,